As the year quietly approached its end, Jungkook did not make a grand announcement, hold a press conference, or tease fans with cryptic hints. Instead, he chose silence, followed by music. Without prior notice, Jungkook released a cover of the Christmas song, Johnny Stimson version, as a surprise gift for ARMY. The song appeared simultaneously on SoundCloud and BTS's official YouTube channel, instantly capturing the attention of fans across the world. In an era dominated by heavy promotions and marketing strategies, the simplicity of the release stood out. There were no countdowns, no press releases, just a song, warm, intimate, and deeply personal. For many fans, the timing mattered as much as the music itself. As the year drew to a close, Jungkook's voice arrived like a quiet letter, offering comfort rather than spectacle. Choosing the Christmas song was not a random decision. Originally written as a gentle, reflective holiday track, Johnny Stimson's version of the song emphasizes emotional warmth over festive excess. It is soft, contemplative, and built around feelings of closeness and gratitude, qualities that align closely with Jungkook's musical sensibilities. In his cover, Jungkook did not attempt to reinterpret the song dramatically. Instead, he respected its original tone. His vocal delivery remained restrained, warm, and sincere, allowing emotion to flow naturally rather than overpowering the listener. Music critics and fans alike noted that Jungkook's voice added a layer of intimacy to the song. Rather than sounding like a performance, it felt like a personal message, sung quietly, almost as if meant for a single listener. One of the most significant details about the release was that Jungkook recorded the cover himself. There was no indication of a large production team or elaborate studio setup. The recording carried a raw, unpolished authenticity that emphasized emotion over perfection. This choice reinforced the idea that the song was a gift, not a product. By releasing the cover on SoundCloud, a platform often associated with personal expression rather than commercial releases, Jungkook further underlined the project's intimate nature. Industry observers noted that this approach reflects a growing trend among artists who seek to reconnect with audiences on a human level, especially during emotionally significant times, such as the holiday season. The video accompanying the song featured nighttime views of Seoul, calm streets, glowing city lights, and quiet urban moments. Rather than flashy imagery, the visuals matched the song's gentle tone. The city appeared peaceful, almost reflective, mirroring the emotional state the song aimed to evoke. For international fans, the visuals offered a subtle sense of closeness to Jungkook's world. Seoul was not presented as a bustling metropolis, but as a serene backdrop to a personal moment. This visual simplicity allowed viewers to focus on the music while still feeling immersed in a shared atmosphere, one that felt cozy, safe, and familiar. While Jungkook did not deliver a spoken message alongside the release, the intention behind the song was clear. The cover was meant to provide warmth, comfort, and gratitude to ARMY as the year came to an end. Many fans interpreted it as Jungkook's way of saying thank you, not through words, but through music. Social media platforms quickly filled with reactions from fans describing the song as healing, comforting, and perfect for the season. Listeners shared stories of playing the cover during quiet nights, holiday gatherings, or moments of reflection. Rather than energizing listeners, the song encouraged them to slow down, a rare quality in today's fast-paced digital environment. For longtime fans, Jungkook's Christmas cover did not feel unfamiliar. Over the years, he has built an unspoken tradition of connecting with ARMY through music at emotionally meaningful moments, especially toward the end of the year. Unlike large-scale releases, these moments are often intimate, unannounced, and deeply personal. They are not designed to dominate charts or headlines, but to create a sense of closeness. The release of the Christmas song followed the same pattern. Media observers noted that Jungkook's approach reflects a broader philosophy: music as communication, not just content. In a time when many artists rely on high-volume output, Jungkook's restraint makes each release feel intentional. One of the most discussed aspects of the Christmas cover was Jungkook's vocal delivery. Rather than showcasing technical power, Jungkook focused on warmth and clarity. His tone remained soft, steady, and controlled, allowing listeners to relax into the song. This vocal choice aligned with the emotional core of the track, comfort rather than excitement. Music commentators pointed out that Jungkook's voice carries a unique emotional neutrality that allows listeners to project their own feelings onto the song. This quality made the cover adaptable to many personal experiences, from quiet reflection to shared holiday moments. The decision to upload the song on SoundCloud carried a symbolic weight. SoundCloud has long been associated with artistic freedom, experimentation, and direct artist-to-listener communication. By choosing this platform, Jungkook positions the cover as a personal offering rather than a commercial product. Industry analysts suggested that this choice reinforced authenticity. There was no pressure to perform for metrics or rankings. The focus remained on emotional exchange. For fans, this gift felt more sincere, like receiving a handwritten letter rather than a printed announcement. The nighttime visuals of Seoul added another emotional layer to the release. The city lights, quiet streets, and slow-moving scenes created a feeling of stillness. Seoul was not presented as a global capital, but as a lived-in space, familiar, calm, and grounding. For Jungkook, Seoul is both a professional hub and a personal home. By choosing these visuals, the video subtly conveyed a sense of rootedness, reinforcing the song's message of comfort and belonging. International fans responded strongly to this imagery, describing it as soothing and intimate. Within hours of the release, ARMY around the world began sharing reactions. Fans described listening to the song late at night, during winter mornings, or while preparing for holiday gatherings. Many expressed gratitude for the timing, saying the cover helped them unwind after a long year. Importantly, reactions were not driven by competition or comparison. There were no debates about performance or rankings. The dominant emotion was appreciation. This response highlighted a unique dynamic between Jungkook and his audience, one built on emotional trust rather than transactional consumption. Despite not being promoted as an official single, the cover attracted widespread attention. Media outlets noted how quickly it spread through fan communities, playlists, and social platforms. The song's reach demonstrated that emotional resonance can be as powerful as marketing. This phenomenon reinforced Jungkook's position as an artist whose influence does not rely solely on formal releases. His ability to move audiences remains strong, even in understated moments. The broader cultural context of the release also mattered. As many people navigated personal challenges, fatigue, and uncertainty at the end of the year, Jungkook's cover arrived as a reminder of music's role as emotional support. Journalists described the song as gentle reassurance, noting that its impact extended beyond the fandom. Casual listeners also found comfort in its calm tone. In this sense, the cover functioned not just as a holiday song, but as a shared emotional pause. Notably, Jungkook did not accompany the release with a detailed explanation. There were no interviews, captions, or statements clarifying his intentions. Instead, the song was allowed to speak for itself. Media analysts interpreted this as confidence in emotional communication. Jungkook trusted listeners to understand the gesture without instruction. This approach aligns with his broader artistic identity, one that values sincerity over exposition. The Christmas cover reinforced the emotional bond between Jungkook and ARMY. Fans did not perceive the song as an obligation or routine update. Instead, it felt like a voluntary expression of care. This distinction matters. It transforms the artist-fan relationship from one of expectation to one of mutual appreciation. In December 2025, this bond felt especially visible. As the year came to a close, Jungkook's Christmas cover stood as a quiet but meaningful moment. There were no dramatic statements or grand finales, just a song, a voice, and a shared sense of warmth. In an industry often defined by noise and urgency, Jungkook chose calm, and in doing so, he reminded listeners that sometimes the simplest gestures leave the deepest impact.